Welcome students to the new video of Vedic mathematics course. In continuation to the last video, we are going to talk about how to multiply a number quickly by 12, 112, 1112. What I basically mean is that numbers like 12, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2 and so on. So let us start directly. To start with, I take an example. Suppose I have to multiply 43 by 12. What is the rule that we are going to use to multiply that? The rule that we are going to use is twice the penultimate. Twice the penultimate, right? And the ultimate. And the ultimate. Ultimate means the last number. Penultimate means the number appearing before that, right? So if I have to multiply, first thing that we do, as we have seen during the multiplication of 11 as well, in the beginning, for our convenience, we can put a 0 in the end and we can put a 0 in the beginning, right? And we follow certain steps. So first is that we take two numbers at a time, 3 and 0. So what is the first number we will get? The first step will be a step 1, if you can call it. And all these steps I am writing to explain it to you. After a practice, you can quickly do it. So you have to take twice of the penultimate. What is the penultimate number? 3. So you have to take 2 into 3 and then you have to add the last number, that is equal to 0. So what you get is equal to 6. So 6 will be your first digit. What will be a step number 2? In a step number 2, you are going to take the next two digits, 4 and 3. Now what is the penultimate digit of 43? You write 2 into 4 and plus 3. So when you write 2 into 4 plus 3, what you get is equal to 11. But you don't write 11 here. You write 1 and then you write 1 as the carry over term, which will be added in the next step. Now in a step number 3, you are going to take these two numbers, 0 and 4. And you can multiply 2 by 0 and then plus 4. And along with that, you also have to add this carry over term, that is equal to 1, which I am putting in the bracket for making it look different from the others. So 0 plus 4, 5 plus 0 plus 4, 4 and plus 1 is equal to 5. So what we get is 5, right? So here we write 5. So the product of these two numbers is equal to 516. Let us take more examples to understand that. So I am taking the example number 2. And in this, I am taking the number 3785 and I am multiplying it by 12. So let us do this quickly. So in the mind, we can assume a 0 in the end or a 0 in the beginning. In a starting, you may have difficulty, so you have to practice. But let us write zeros so that you don't get confused. So I am writing 0, 3, 7, 8, 5 and 0. First take these two numbers and multiply 5 by 2. It will be 10 and add 0 to it. So you will get 10. So when you are getting 10, you don't write 10, you write 0 and you take 1 as the carry over term. Next two numbers are 85. So what you do? You multiply 8 by 2, right? And plus 5. So 8 by 2 is 16. 16 plus 5 is 21. And then this 1 carry over term will become 22. So what you do? You write 2 here and then you take the carry over term to the next. In the next step, you take these three numbers 7 and 8. 7 into 2, 14. 14 plus 8, 22. 22 plus 2, 24. You write 4 here. You take the carry over term to the next. Next step, take this next two digit 37. Now 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 7, 13. 13 plus this carry over term is 15. You write 5 and then you take 1 as the carry over term. Finally, you have the number 0 and 3. At this point, you realize that when you reach to this label in the extreme left, when you are starting to come across the term 0, multiplying 0 by 2 will not contribute anything. So you can just directly add 3 and this 1, that will be equal to 4. I repeat this, what I am saying, that even though if you are multiplying this by 2, you will get 0. So 0 plus 3 and then this 1 carry over term is equal to 4. So what is the answer? If I just write it neatly, 4, 5, 4, 2, 0, right? Let us take another example. So this time we are multiplying the number 4732 by 12, and I am going to write the product quickly and directly this time. So 2 and 0, do the mental calculation. 2 into 2, 4. 4 plus 0 is equal to 4. So you write 4. 3 into 2, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 7 into 2, 14. 14 plus 3, 17. 1 carry over term. Keep that in mind. Now 5 into 2, 10. 10 plus 7, 17. 17 plus 1, that is 18. 1 is the carryover term, so you get 1. Now last you have 0, 5. So 0 you multiply by 2, you will get what? You will get 0. 0 plus 5 and then the 1 carryover term is equal to 6, so you get 6. So the product is 687.84. I hope it is making sense to you. You practice and verify your answer by taking some more examples. Now in continuation to this, we are going to take the product by the number 112, right? So let us understand this through one example. Suppose we have to multiply 432 by 112. So those who have seen the previous video, they will recall that when we are multiplying something by a 3-digit number like this, we prefix 2 zeros, or we add 2 zeros in the beginning and we add 2 zeros in the end. And in this case, we take 3 digits at a time. So what will be step number 1? Let me explain it so that you don't make any mistake. This time we take 3 digits at a time. We take 2 and then you multiply it by 2, means out of these 3 digits, take the first one from the left. So 2 into 2 and then you add the other 2 digits, that is 0 plus 0. So what you get is equal to 4. In step 2, you take the next 2 digit, means you have to take 3, 2 and 0. So what you have to do? You have to multiply 3 by 2. So 2 into 3 plus 2 plus 0. So what do you get here? 3 into 2, 6 plus 2, that is equal to 8. Step number 3, you take this 3 number 432, right? So let me write what is the step number 3. You multiply 2 into 4 plus 3 plus 2. So what do you get? This is 8. 8 plus 3, 11. 11 plus 2, 13. So 13 you don't write, you write just one digit and then this 1 will be the carry over term. Now in step number 4, you see that you are coming across this term 0. So you don't have to think in terms of multiplying it. You can just directly add now, because 0 into 2 will give you 0. Just for understanding purpose, let me write here 2 into 0 plus 4 and then plus 3 and then also this 1, that is the carry over term. So this time I will get what? 4 plus 3 7, and then this carryover term that is equal to 8. And finally, in step number 5, what we are going to do, we are going to take these three terms, that is 0 0 4. So we are going to multiply 2 into 0 plus 0 and then plus 4. So the answer is 4 here. So what is the product that we have got? The product that we have got is 4, 8, 3, 8 and 4. You can see 4, 8, 3, 8 and 4. So this is the product. Okay. So as you have understood that if I have to multiply a number by 12 or a number by 112 or a number by 1112, so in this case I am not going to explain it, but the idea remains same, that you have to add 3 zeros in the end, 3 zeros in the beginning, and you have to take 4 digits at a time. Yes. Now let us move to the next thing. Suppose I have to multiply some number by 13. So multiplication by 13. So to understand this process, let us take a small example. Let us multiply 24 by 13. So in this case, the process remains same, and I think some of you might already have thought of the process. Add a 0 in the end, add a 0 in the beginning, and then start taking 2 digits at a time. But since you are multiplying here by 13, now you will be multiplying the penultimate digit by a number 3. So what will be the step number 1? In step number 1, you will take 3 times the penultimate digit, that is 4, and plus 0. So that is equal to what? 12. So you don't write 12, you write 2, and then you write 1 as the carryover term. Next is 24, step number 2. So in step number 2, you multiply 2 by 3, so 2 into 3 plus 4, and then plus 1, this carryover term. So how much you get? 3 into 2, 6, plus 4, 10. 10 plus 1 is 11, so you write 1, and 1 is the carryover term. Finally, you take 0 and 2. So what is the step number 3? In step number 3, you multiply 3 into 0, plus you add this 2, and then this 1, that is the carryover term. So what you get? 0 plus 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. So what is your answer? Your answer is 3, 1 and 2. So this is how you write the product. Now as a student, I think you must be clear that suppose we have to multiply something by 113. Then what process we will follow? We will follow the same process. So when I am saying we will follow the same process, means what? That suppose I have to multiply 243 and 113. So this time I will be adding 2 zeros in the end and 2 zeros in the beginning, and then I will be taking 3 digits at a time. So let us quickly do this. So what will be the step number 1? I'm writing a step number 1. 3 into 3 plus 0 plus 0, that is equal to 9. What is the step number 2? We have to take these 3 digits. So 3 into 4 plus 3 plus 0. So what will I get? I will get 4 into 3, 12 plus 3, that is 15. So I will write 1 carry and then 5. Then I will take 2, 4, 3. So step number 3, 3 into 2 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1, that is the carryover term. So what I get? 3 into 2, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 3, 13, 13 plus 1, 14. So I write 4 and then 1. Then I take 0 to 4. So step number 4, 3 into 0 plus 2 plus 4 and plus 1, that is the carryover term. So 4 to 6 plus 1, that is 7. And finally step number 5, 0 to 2. So 3 into 0 plus 0 plus 2. So we get equal to 2. So what is the answer? The answer is 2, 7, 4, 5, 9, right? I hope you got.